Hey, everybody, it's JHop623 again, and today I'm with...
No. I'm back here once again.
Oh, he's back. How you doing, Jode657?
Well, I'm good.
Okay, today we have an interesting topic. We're gonna talk about a persuasive argument for a writing assignment that we had, and we chose to say that video games are not educational.
Video games are educational. It's just that, they kind of are, but we're just choosing that.
Okay, so let's read our thesis statement here. So, video games promote unhealthy lifestyles
And take away from students' education and limits face-to-face communication between people.
Okay, so those are our 3 points. All right, so let's move on here. All right, so video games are not healthy. And some of the things that can happen if we play too much video games, let's read through some of these here.
When you play video games all the time, you get lazy and overweight.
Yeah, and I think because of that, if we play too much video games...
Sometimes video games can be active.
Sometimes they can, depending on what game system.
Like Just Dance, that's active.
Okay. All right, so many people who play video games all the time do not exercise, and I think that's one of the things...
Some people play active video games.
Okay. All right, and another thing that we found in our research was that high obesity rates and research indicate that adolescents' obesity can also result in adult obesity. And I think what that means is if we don't have healthy habits when we're younger, when we get older, we won't have those habits. So it's important to get out, exercise, and not play too much video games.
All right.
Okay, video games are not educational, and then let's say some reasons why.
Video games reduce the attention span and young children.
Okay. All right, and then let's read the next one.
You read.
Okay. Kids often spend too much time playing video games and less time on homework or studying. Another interesting fact that we saw said 30 minutes of playing games every day versus 30 minutes of studying every day can make the difference in the type of career someone has as an adult. So what that's saying is the amount of work that we put in right now to our education, we will get the benefit from that later on in life.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Video games and social skills, right? And social skills are important, right? What's the one picture there? That guy looks like he's at a job interview, right? What about this, the middle picture here? What does that say?
Teamwork.
Teamwork, right? We have to know how to work with other kids, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So kids who play video games instead of activities like sports or Cub Scouts will have difficulty making and keeping friends.
Video games do not build good communication skills, such as having a conversation face to face with someone.
Right. A lot of times when kids are playing video games, how are they having a conversation?
Well, Minecraft, you can have a conversation.
But are you face to face with someone, or are you talking through a headset?
Well, with the Minecraft players, with the thingies, you're face to face.
Okay. But with the characters, but are you actually sitting with that person in the same room?
No.
No, you're not. Okay, so that does limit your face-to-face communication time. So, and then the last one here, kids who play too much video games will have trouble when working in a group to solve a problem. It's really important that we know how to work with others, and we can listen to their ideas just like they'll listen to our ideas.
Yeah.
All right, next slide.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so part of our conclusion, we have to come up with a counterclaim, and even though we like video games, our counterclaim, we're going to say video games are educational because they teach kids how to solve problems in different ways using different methods.
Besides, just want to let you all know that I haven't made my channel yet because I'm saying the Jode657 just want to let you all know that that's going to be my YouTube channel's name. Because, I haven't made my channel yet. I was really busy the last couple days and stuff like that. So sorry about that. Well, JOps, that's why I'm using JOps623's channel because my channel's not made yet.
All right, so let's finish up our conclusion here. Video games promote unhealthy lifestyles, take away from students' education, and limits face-to-face communication between people. What about our last sentence here? This is kind of our response to the counterclaim.
Some video games may teach kids how to solve problems, but those types of games are not popular amongst
Amongst most kids. And I think what that means is that sometimes games that are educational and good for kids, they might not be the most popular game for kids to go out and buy.
Yeah.
Okay? So our last slide here, we're going to show some just some tips and some guidelines that parents and kids can follow, and it'll help. Let's move this over. Sorry, a little adjustment here. Okay. So another interesting fact before we get on with our guidelines, the American Academy of Pediatrics recommends no more than 1 hour of video games per day. And I think that's pretty fair.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right, so guidelines to follow for video game use. You want to read the first one? Jode 657?
Yeah. Set guidelines to determine of video games can be played. Examples is homework, studying, complete our grades at school acceptable.
Right. And I think this is for parents, and parents need to set some guidelines, and they need to require their kids to make sure their homework is done or studying's complete, and are their grades good at school. And when those things are done, then I think it's okay to play video games. All right, I'll do the next one. Set a time limit using a timer, or some game systems even have a parental control that allows parents to set a time limit for playing time, and then when that time limit is reached, the game will automatically shut off. So there's no argument because the game has now been shut off. All right? Number 3, let's read this one here.
But the video game system an area that can be monitored by an adult.
Right, and I think because there's a lot of games out there, they have different ratings, and sometimes it's important that parents or adults can be supervising kids while they're playing those games. And I just think that's a good practice.
Sorry if we talk like working to practice this, because sorry if we talk too much.
Well, we like education so much here. We're trying to talk, and
I don't like education that much. I know he does.
well, of course I do, and you should too.
This is gonna be a long video.
All right, well, we're almost done. Okay, so the last thing we want to tell our parents and other students is that we want to buy games that are educational and not just for fun. And then it's important for parents to review with the kids what is educational about the games so that they can learn something from the game time that they're allowed to have. And then what's our last picture that we have down here?
Education is awesome.
Right, education is awesome, and even we can use games and different things to make education fun. All right?
Next slide.
Next slide, and...
Oh, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Comment, like, and subscribe. And want to say anything before we end it off?
Get out there and enjoy the warm weather.
Yep. Peace out. Boop.